She was ready to leave the small town. And in the fall of 2020, Tatiana relocated to Los Angeles, moving in with roommates. Her family was undoubtedly happy when she returned to Oroville to visit for the Christmas holiday. With New Year's Eve just around the corner, Tatiana left one night with a man her family didn't know, and together they drove to Oakland. Sadly, Tatiana would never return home again.
Loved ones of an 18-year-old woman found dead in remote Siskiyou County were in Oakland today, hoping to draw attention to her unsolved.
Welcome to Old Casebook, where we uncover forgotten and haunting stories from the past and present. Today, we look into the mysterious case of Tatiana Dugger, a young woman who vanished without a trace, only to be discovered later by hikers in tragic circumstances. According to her sister, Tatiana Dugger, the man may have been connected to Tatiana's new roommates in Los Angeles, but little is known about him other than his name, Marcos. Tatiana's other sister, Savannah, explained, "We never knew him. We never knew him as a boyfriend or anything like that. But we aren't sure. She could have just not told us." The two booked a room at the West Wind Lodge in East Oakland and stayed there for more than a week, though it's unclear why. That area is not known for tourism or extended stays. On January 7th, Tatiana called her mother, and they spoke for about an hour. Her mother recalled that nothing seemed unusual. Everything felt normal. As a daughter, sister, and aunt, Tatiana was in daily contact with her family, either by phone or on her many social media accounts. But on January 9th, all communication stopped. She hadn't called, and she wasn't active online. This sudden silence, so unlike her, immediately caused deep concern among her loved ones. In an interview, Tatiana's sister Deneen revealed that on the night of January 8th, Tatiana and Marcos had attended a party. According to Deneen, Marcos had apparently left her there alone, and Tatiana never made it back to the hotel that night. Marcos supposedly returned later to get her, but by then, Tatiana was already gone. The last contact from her cell phone came around 3 a.m. when she sent a casual Snapchat to Deneen. That final activity was traced to a rundown park, far from the hotel she was staying at. When no one could reach Tatiana throughout the following day, Deneen filed a missing persons report with the Oakland Police Department. A wellness check on her hotel room showed no signs of foul play or kidnapping. All her belongings were still inside. Her car was parked and locked outside, but her phone went straight to voicemail.
Tatiana Dugger was last seen in Oakland that we know of.
Determined to find her, Tatiana's family led the search for the missing 19-year-old. They held gatherings, sold face masks and cookies to raise funds for a reward, and even launched a GoFundMe page that eventually raised enough money to hire a private detective to investigate the case further. Online, many people speculated that Tatiana could have fallen victim to human trafficking, as California leads the nation in such cases, with Oakland being a known hotspot for abductions. Yet with no tips and little evidence to guide investigators, it remained unclear if this was connected to her disappearance. For weeks, her family searched in anguish, left wandering without answers. A cousin expressed the heartbreak, saying the hardest part was not knowing if she was safe, cold, lonely, or even alive, and promising that they would never stop looking for her. Tragically, on March 28th, the search came to an end when a hiker discovered a body in the woods off U.S. Route 97 in Siskiyou County, about 8 miles northeast of Weed. A rapid DNA test confirmed that the remains belonged to Tatiana Dugger, and officials noted that her body appeared to have been there for a significant period of time. How she ended up more than 250 miles from where she was last seen remains a mystery.
This type of ignorance, this type of violence, this type of brutality is happening in our city. This is not something that is relegated to international waters.
And authorities have not disclosed whether any arrests have been made as the investigation continues.
Killer.
We are not going to forget. We're going to continue the work that needs to be done.
Heartbreakingly, Tatiana's GoFundMe page shifted from raising funds for her recovery to covering the expenses of her untimely funeral. Her sister later shared on social media that their hearts were forever broken by the news and asked for continued prayers for the family.
To be done.
My sister Tatiana is the definition of sunshine. When she walked into a room,
Somewhere, someone knows what happened and who is responsible. And as her loved ones live with the darkness left behind, justice still waits to be served for Tatiana. This brings us to the end of Tatiana Dugger's story, a case still surrounded by questions, grief, and a desperate search for answers.
We uncover the cases that must not be forgotten. Until next time, stay safe, stay aware, and never stop asking questions.